Welcome to Silk Threads, threads of creativity, innovation, and heritage, where we explore the living legacy of the Silk Roads and how it continues to shape our world today. I'm your host, Nail Hafiz, and in today's episode, Youth, Innovation, and Creativity, we are diving into how young change makers across the globe are transforming ancient cultural legacies into modern forces for development and dialogue. It's my pleasure to welcome Hood Ibrahim, UNESCO IYF Asia Pacific Regional Facilitator and political scientist who developed this series.
Right. Thank you, Niall, for this wonderful welcome, and thank you, SSTV Media, for this great collaboration with UNESCO IYF. Today, I look forward to inviting some of the International Youth Forum participants to share their expertise and to give ideas on what they have achieved. And I look forward to the segments where we have some videos and some interactions.
The Silk Roads were not just trade routes. They were vibrant highways of culture, knowledge, and innovation, from intricate textile patterns in Central Asia to philosophical texts in China, and oral epics from the Arabian Peninsula to Southeast Asia. These exchanges were how it have shaped civilizations. And today, youth are new wayfarers, digital, daring, and deeply rooted in cultural wisdom. But how are they reimagining this legacy? This is a question, and what innovation in heritage look like in 2025. Let's take you to Sri Lanka, where a group of young leaders are preserving culture. These are not isolated stories. They are a part of global movement to creatively safeguard heritage through innovation.
Welcome to Minawangkota, a vibrant town in Sri Lanka known for its warm hospitality and beautiful souls. Here, you'll discover a city bursting with fresh fruits and vegetables, showcasing an impressive collection that reflects the city's rich agricultural heritage and diverse varieties of dried fish, and an array of aromatic herbs. Minawangkota is also renowned for its world-class spices and an extensive selection of traditional sweets. This is Minawangkota, truly a city like no other. Its unique people and rich culinary heritage make it one of a kind destination. Welcome to our kitchen, where we are exploring the traditional process of making cookies, a classic Sri Lankan treat. We start by peeling the cracking fresh coconut. Once split, we scrape the coconut flesh from one half and extract the rich, creamy coconut. Next, we turn our attention to making rice flour. We start with paddy, which we then dry and crush using a mortar and pestle to create fine rice flour. With our ingredients ready, we mix them into a smooth batter and add in special spices into the batter. This batter is poured into beautifully designed molds, which are then carefully dipped into hot oil. The molds shape the cookies into their signature intricate patterns as they fry to a crisp golden perfection. Join us in celebrating this delicious handcraft delicacy that's a true taste of Sri Lanka.
Joining us today is Dr. Nadheesha Shiyamani, an alumni of the UNESCO International Youth Forum on Creativity and Heritage along the Silk Roads. Their work focuses on heritage experiences, community murals, traditional crafts, and many more. Dr. Nadheesha Shiyamani, welcome to Silk Threads. Tell us how you are blending heritage with creativity in your own work.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you today. As a medical doctor with a background in public health, my journey into cultural innovation began with a simple realization. Heritage is not passive memory. It's an active framework for resilience, identify, and healing. My current work focuses on integrating traditional knowledge systems and visual storytelling into community-based health education, especially in research and differently able framework. One of the projects I presented at the International Youth Forum explored hydrotherapy as a culturally grounded wellness practice by reinterpreting Sri Lanka's historical relationship with water, from temple tanks to indigenous healing. The initiative blended traditional wisdom with contemporary rehabilitation methods. It's not only offered an accessible form of therapy but also enhanced community pride in our intangible heritage. In essence, I see creativity as a tool that can translate heritage into solution driven dialogue through art, movements, and campaigns, digital media, or even public health measures. When youth are encouraged to view tradition as a living resource rather than a relic, we unlock powerful resources.
How has been part of the IYF shaped your perspective on innovation? Were the stories or connections from other countries that changed the way you see your own heritage?
Actually, the International Youth Forum offered more than a platform. It was a lens that reshaped how I approached innovation itself. It highlighted that true creativity does not discard the past, it remained it in context. The experience deepened my understanding of how shared heritage across the Silk Road can act as a catalyst for interdisciplinary solutions. On the most platforms, and shift for me was realizing that heritage and modernity are not in conflict, they are in continuum, whether it is translating nation symbols into mental health messaging or reinterpreting community rituals into inclusive care models. I began to see cultural practice as deeply relevant to present challenges. I also gained insights from the power of collective memory. How can a stories we inherit can inspire collaborative actions when reformed through a contemporary lens? That mindset is now informs not just my health projects, but also my approach to youth empowerment and policy dialogue. The IYF was a reminder that when we align tradition with innovation, we don't just preserve the culture, we activate it as a living force for social transformation. That's what I got from IYF.
So that's it. Then I'll head call.
Okay.
Thank you, Nadheesha, for this wonderful recap of the IYF experience. And I think there are many more hopeful young leaders around the world who are looking to be part of the International Youth Forum as part of the UNESCO initiative to create innovation along the Silk Route. I wanted to just ask you additionally, is there anything that you had during the IYF that was for you an unforgettable experience, something that you'd like to share so that maybe our viewers and listeners can take inspiration from your experience in Changsha and Nanjing, and maybe they can make it part of their efforts?
Actually, I love the collaboration. Like we all, there were one individual from each country participate into the IYF. So I enjoyed the collaboration of different traditions, different ways to celebrate only one thing. So I love that collaboration, and I took so many things to my life. Actually, how powerful different traditions can make, like different countries collaboration can make it a powerful collab. So that's what I got mostly, and that's what touched me the most, because still we are sharing our experiences, still we are giving others what we have, what we are doing, still we are like we are updating others about how we are collaborating in our own countries, how our traditions in our own countries are going. So I really enjoy and I really appreciate that a beautiful collaboration of different countries and who they choose to come to that stage in IYF in Changsha. So that's what I remember until the end, and I love the most.
Yeah, that's a wonderful answer, I think. And I think it's unforgettable for most of us who were there at the forum, that the power of song that you displayed, as well as the video which you have shared today, which showcases the traditional recipes and the taste of your hometown, as well as the different traditions that are very rich and culturally diverse. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
actually, if you can give me one moment. Actually, I'm not doing singing by profession. I am doing it as a hobby. So I actually was somewhat a stage feared at that time. But all of the IYF members, participants were with me and they were encouraging me. So I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that, actually, that collaboration. So thank you for inviting me. And I hope you all will have a better future. I wish you all the best.
Yeah, so we look forward to collaborating further. Especially Sri Lanka and Maldives have very close ties historically and also culturally. We share many things, including song, dance, and different instruments. So I'll hand over to Niall.
Yeah, thank you very much. So we have had a good discussion with Ms. Nadheesha, and she has mentioned about the innovative ways how they experience different cultures and how they see the local heritage as an opportunity.
Yeah.
I think that's something very important for us youth to get to be inspired to try it and to make connections around the world, right? So I think we have had a good discussion, and from this we were able to understand the importance of empowering youth-led creative businesses, cultural tourism, local heritage, and challenges youth face in monetizing heritage, and many more like this. I think if you are a young creative cultural worker inspired by the stories of Silk Roads, there will be many more stories, many more people to reach out. So if you are a young or cultural worker inspired by the stories of Silk Roads, we want to hear it from you as well. So you can submit your applications for IYF 2025 on the UNESCO website and reach out and be a part of our next generation of leaders. And remember that heritage isn't the past, it's in your hands, it's in the present.
From grassroots projects to policy level innovation and actions that directly impact their communities, youth are not waiting. They're taking action around the world, especially in the areas of innovation and creativity. And as institutions and international organizations, we must support them in bringing that impact to their communities and making changes. And this program is part of that initiative that was fostered by UNESCO and supported by our local partners here in the Maldives. As we come to the closing of the first episode of this series of exciting engagements with young leaders around the world, we must thank our guests who've listened in and the partners who make Silk Threads possible, as well as the individual experts who take their time to join us. We have our partners Amazon Campus, SSTV Media, Sun Online, the Maldives Center for Policy Research, who are our incredible partners who make this journey possible. Please subscribe to Silk Threads on YouTube and follow us on socials. Until next time, keep weaving the threads of creativity, innovation, and heritage. Thank you.